In recent years, with the rapid development of technology, the echo chamber began to appear. Simply put, the echo chamber is the repeated amplification of similar views in the information environment, resulting in the cognition trap in the same dimension. According to Mark Travers, is a place where dissenting voices are muffled or entirely absent and where bases are confirmed rather than challenged. Personally, I have also fallen into the echo chamber. I have seen a lot of comments on the forum that it is normal to play games for 3 hours a day. So I also think it is normal and healthy, which leads to my inability to concentrate on studying and living. The echo chamber will lead to the solidification of our thinking and even the loss of judgment, which will also lead to wrong decision making due to reality. We should stay awake and not fall into the echo chamber. For this reason, we can read more different views and think from different perspectives. Moreover, we can check whether the source of opinions in the internet is reliable.
And then let me explain that echo chamber is an environment where people are exposed only to information and feels that support their power belief. Bias are reinforced rather than challenged, and disagreement are either mute and completely absent. Nowadays, many echo chambers aren't only created by algorithm but also by ourselves as we seek validation from others, especially in the virtual world. For example, a friend of mine has experienced being in an echo chamber. She often plays video games with friends from online gaming communities, but some of these communities can be harmful. Some players frequently use foul language and tend to underestimate her skills when they discover she is a girl, believing that women also less skilled at gaming than men. Since male gamers will often see competitions and streamers are mainly men, which further strengthen their bias towards women into perceiving their skills without looking at how they play. And it is harmful to the society as it intensifies conflicts and divides people into strengthening one side belief. It creates a vicious cycle of misunderstanding, anxiety that hinders effective problem solving. Echo chamber will only drive people further apart into anger rather than a neutral argument for peace. Moreover, echo chamber often reject different viewpoints. People only see information that they want and turn a blind eye to those that oppose their belief. It impacts our critical thinking ability when we blindly look at only one side of issue and affect us when we try to understand others' opinion. And the way how we can solve or stay away from echo chamber is that first, it is important to regularly view a wide range of news sources to ensure our objectivity when interacting with people from different backgrounds and be respectful when we encounter different views. Adam Greenwood stated in his TED Talk that we need to avoid big data, algorithms, and shared things which is relevant to us instead of popular things. A study has shown that 68% of Americans primarily get news from social media where content is filtered by algorithms and only shows things that they favor. When we need to see different kinds of content to ensure a full view instead of a biased view towards social issue. To sum up, echo chamber it can impact social interaction and balanced discussions where it only brings bias and disagreement between people. So we should definitely stay critical and avoid falling into this echo chamber without knowing.
Hi everyone, I would like to talk about the echo chambers as Adam Greenwood in his TED talk said. Echo chambers is an environment where person's thoughts and views are echoed back to them repeatedly, where opposition views are negative and Mark Travers used a stronger language phrase in his definition, echo chambers is a place that decision opinion are completely suppressed and bias are constantly confirmed. Adam said that most people choose social media as their only source of information, and the recommendation algorithm of social media can create the echo chambers effect. I agree with his point because social media use recommended algorithm to capture users' opinion to keep them engaged. For every video or post, the system will tag their account with thousands of labels, making the recommendation content more and more aligned with their preference. As much as people are more willing to accept information that agree with their own view. I have noticed that many best-selling books in bookselling websites often useless or even harmful. For example, The Sequence. This book talks about the law of attention. If believe enough and keep thinking about it, then your wish will come true. This let people just order from the universe, but not putting in actual enforce in the things they're working, and it causes more anxiety and pain. Psychology course in famous university often start with introduction to psychology. That's distinguished from pseudoscience. The psychology recognizes academia is based on the method of feeling fingers. These theories are based on scientific method tests and it can repeat anywhere. This is the knowledge which can really help improve people's life. For example, passing children is more effective than criticizing them. But most people have never had opportunity to encounter this opposite opinion. And this cause they will intentionally harm their children while they try to help them. As Adam says, people need to assess different viewpoints to see room for improvement. Ross mentioned that being in an echo chamber can increase political divisions and become breeding grounds for misinformation. Yuval Harari, in his book Almost Users, states that the ways of AI will be a challenge to democracy because many AIs will express their opinions in the comment section of social media, and they confess the political bias of people, and it causes loss of rational and objective thinking. And Adam and Musk says we should diversify our information source to break out the echo chambers. I agree with this point, but it may not enough. I think that we should promote critical thinking. We should question our thoughts anytime. For example, how do you know your thoughts are correct? What evidence do you have to prove it? Can the experience be repeated under state control of variable? This is the end of my presentation. Thank you.
So a lot of people is talking about echo chambers in nowadays, especially in the technology area. But what is the echo chamber and how would it be created? According to the video posted on YouTube by the Adam Greenwood named Challenge the echo chambers, he has given the definition of echo chamber is an environment like a social media network, which individual thoughts and beliefs and opinions are echoed back toward them. And also, the opposing thoughts, beliefs, and opinions would never seen in this same environment. So this is called an echo chamber on his own word. So I personally have experienced sometimes as the last year I'm just preparing my DSE examination, and I would take some times on Instagram for just killing my time or for relax. But since I have like one post of why DSE would become a failure and what would be if I got a low mark in DSE, a lot of posts are related like the failure of DSE are just like recommended by the algorithm and posted on my Instagram, so make me feel more anxiety and so bad. So I do think that this is kind of like an echo chambers. It's because like the same ideas always pop out and the opposing ideas is never seen. So I think I personally have experienced it. But in the video also, the Adam Greenwood has also said that how would it be created is by the big data algorithm. Like the big data algorithm would decide what you should and what you shouldn't to look and like it by your history, like searching history, browser history, even your likes and your dislike, or even they will search your friends or the person who you have connected, and all the history they would collect, and after they analyze, they will help you to decide whether you should look at this or not. But this is not my personal thing, it's just based on the data. So he also gave an example like how to describe the damage or like the disadvantage about this is like the example is like about you are wearing a smart glasses like a Google glasses or something else, and the glasses have the AI system that will help you to analyze something that you should look or you should not. But in fact, in this case, these glasses just analyze that your friend sitting near you should not appear in your life, as maybe he is not your level, your personality is not the same, your hobby is not the same. So it is the glasses, the AI should have helped you to decide to not seeing him or her. So the glasses have blocked your fields. So your friend is just being a pixel instead of a person. So you can't see him, you can't talk to him because he will block everything about your friends. So, but this is not my personal thing. This is not that I want. So I do think that this is one of the damage that the echo chamber bring damage is because the echo chamber result is not always follow of my point of views and not my point of thinking. So I think it would be a quite serious problem in real life if we can't control our lives. Can our life still going our life or just controlled by others? So I think we could be moving out from it by, according to the Mark Jarvis, the how to break out echo chambers. He has just two ways. The first way is engage in cross-control learning. So for my point of view is like you have to talking to each other, like the other peoples in different nationality, like Italian, French, or something else. You should learn their culture instead of just staying in your comfort zone like Hong Kong or just staying in your home. You have to connect with a lot of new things, and that would be help you to walking out or moving out from the echo chambers. And the second is the diversity information source. from nowadays, I do think that people are always having sources via the internet or something else. But in fact, we should having a multi way to take the source. For example, the radio has just having a sample like a class, the chess competition has loose via the computer programs. It's called IBM Deep Blue, and but after he lose, he have learned how Deep Blue think, and instead he read a lot of books. He read how the program runs, so that this multi ways help him to gain his knowledge and help him to improve. So finally, he can beat the IBM Deep Blue and become the chess champion again. So I do think that this is a good example to express that diversity information source is kind of important, as you should not only stay your field in only one way. The world is huge, and I think you should like open your fields to accept and absorb the environment and other new things. So personally, I think that competition or race would help us to improve. While if we just do nothing and stay here, we would just being useless. As we are human have the ability to learn, to gain, and to improve. So I do think that echo chamber would just let us to stop here, to not being improved or not level up ourselves. So I just suggest that if echo chamber is always here, this would be a kind of like dystopia. So as we can't express ourselves, our point of view, our thinking cannot be just like posted or watched, because we are just staying in the same environment without any change. This is the most important thing. So I do think that some kind of people currently is staying in the echo chamber, because especially in Hong Kong, we are now very depressed and very pressed from the work or from the school or something else. So I do think that people should moving out from the echo chambers. Thank you.